Hey there, fellow explorers, Radamon here. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story Primitive Survival. Episode 17, yet another arduous search. Alright, there's obviously nothing... I'm gonna climb to the top of this hill and look out to see if there's, like, tree coverage beyond. But, keep in mind, like, as the map colors on the ground... Ooh, berries. As the map colors on the ground change, it'll indicate the changes to the types of trees that you're typically going to find. At this point, I'm gonna go to the effort of relocating these berry bushes back to my base, because having one of the really powerful tools that we'll get as a result of the hydration mod is juice and fermented alcohol. Unlike in real life that, like, alcohol actually dehydrates you, in the mod, it hydrates you. And will pause your hydration meter progress in a similar way that, like a nice cooked meal will pause your hunger progress, so. Berry bushes, fermented into alcohols is definitely something to do. And there's a lot of berry bushes around here, so this is great. Also, berries are a good way to make fertilizer, because berries in high volume rot. Berries rot really quick in the game, which is not great, but one of the advantages is if they rot quick, they turn to fertilizer quick, or you can turn them into fertilizer quick. So in order to compost things, you just, like, throw rot in a barrel and wait. Kind of like how I made seawater into salt earlier, where you just throw seawater into a barrel and wait. What's funny about it, closing the barrel is just the action that it's basically a please start the action, because in real life you would not want to enclose a barrel of seawater, because that's how to keep it from, you know, boiling off or whatever, or evaporating into salt. But whatever, just pointing that out. Alright, so we got maple and oaks this way. What are those pale trees? Because I don't think I'm gonna likely be finding pine in this longitude, but maybe acacia? I don't know. We'll just keep looking. These are oaks. And I'm getting a lot of berry bushes from this area. One awkward thing is, let's delete the berry markers, because obviously I'm ripping them out of the ground, so it's not like, doesn't make sense to keep them marked. So there's berry bushes there, center screen. I'll have to hop around too. Some bunnies in the hole. I'm gonna, like, fall and hurt myself, aren't I? Because I'm on the equator, berries are, like, all... I'm not gonna bother with the flax. No, I'll get the flax. I already have flax seeds in my inventory. Because I'm on the equator, berries just continue fruiting. So it's another advantage of being equator bound. Oh! Is that cypress? I'm not particularly excited about the cypress, just the fact that I'm finding, like, new tree types as I travel. Because it's drier climate here. What climate, actually... I don't know what climate we would find these logs. Because I know, like, ore density is determined by, like, host rock and elevation, but I don't know about, I don't know. Are you kidding? The game's like, don't go over there. Off in the distance to the west, it looks like willows and something else. So I'm going to go check that. And I know I'm skipping some bushes, some berry bushes, but it's just the terrain doesn't really, I mean, it's too hard to bother doing it. I don't want to fall to my death because I was going after one more berry bush. It's not a good trade. Especially as I travel farther and farther and farther from my spawn point. So these are cypress, yeah, I thought so. Mediterranean cypress. Ooh. I think some of these black currants are... Oh no, they're still empty. But these are... forageable? Oops. Yeah, acacia's in the tropics. Yeah, that's... as I was saying, I'm way more likely to find acacia around here than I am pine. It's not that you can't find pine in the tropics. Like, you can. It exists. It's just less likely. Ooh, a deer. So I will actively look for it, but you know, anything with resin at this point. Like, I'm not picky. Hey, crabby boy. What are you? I have no idea. I've never heard of that goat type. There's some amaranth. I'm going to leave it for inventory space sake. I'm far enough away from the base that I'm not going to... Well, you know what? Maybe I will. I'll label this goats. Who knows? Maybe in the future when I have, like, armor... Although, animal husbandry is really annoying to do when you have to drag animals a far distance, unless you're trying to capture babies and stick them in crates. Capturing adults over distance is brutal. So we got walnut. Look at all the berry bushes I got. This is great. We're going to be able to relocate so much stuff. Is it possible to breed crabs? Not as far as I know, no. If you're wondering, I know the exploit to be able to, like, get higher yields with wild crops. I just don't use it because I don't like the exploit. But for those that want to know, if you till the soil underneath... Oh, we even have cassava. Cassava's a little annoying in the game to process, so I'm going to leave it. You have to, like, soak it in a barrel for it to become edible, but at some point we'll probably grow cassava. But yeah, if you till the soil underneath a wild crop, it, like, allows you to get higher yields, but, like, I consider it an exploit, so I don't use it. All right. Unfortunately, this seems to be an oak forest. I hear bees. Oh yeah. I'm far enough from my base that I might just actually harvest these bad boys. Although I don't have any room, so I'm just gonna label it. I'm really out of room. I will say the trek to find resin has resulted in a hell of a lot of berries. Oh, even more bees. You saw copper in the ground? Cool. I don't really need any. But, good eye. We've traveled kind of far away from where we live, so I'm going to turn back in a moment. And kind of do an arc back home. Frog in the throat. So it looks like it's just, to the west, it's just more oaks. I am quite happy that we found so many currents. This is gonna make, one, it fulfills my fruit nutrition, which was not great, but is getting much, much, much better as a result of all these berries that I'm eating. And two, it's really easy hydration. I have not been, periodically prospecting. I guess there just really hasn't been a lot of, revealed dirt, stone. But I could have been doing a better job of that this whole time. Look at these, spore-laden oaks. With all the berries I have, I'm not worried about it, though. Oh, zinc. Not very high densities of zinc, though. But there is zinc in the area. Possibly. Chance. Oh, man. Resin's gonna be the death of me, isn't it? Once I replant all these bushes, I'm gonna have such a windfall of berries all of a sudden when they, like, the new bushes become ripened. More bees. I'm gonna have to clean up my markers. What was the, give me 1 second. The auto map marker hotkey. I'm gonna change it to stop tagging certain stuff, because it's been not great. And that's just, like, my fault for setting it up wrong. So the hotkey is... Come on, just say it. Killing me. How to configure. Control-Shift-M. There it is. Alright. Resin, yes. Berries, no, because I'm just going to grab them. Mushrooms, yes. Wild crop, no. Reeds, no. Save. Some things aren't worth tagging because I'm just going to harvest them. So, like, why put it on the map? This forest is, because the low fertility soil means that there's not a lot of grass, which means visibility here is awesome. Like, I can see around this forest, no problem at all. Which I feel a lot safer, because I would be able to spot predators from a long way out. Hopefully. No guarantee. There's still room for human error. Well, I haven't found resin yet, but I definitely make the most out of my trip. Getting lots more flaxseed if we want to, I'll be able to fill the remaining plots in the farm, no problem. And we can plant some more rice as well. I found high fertility soil, granted I haven't dug it up, but we know where it is. I really wish I had a good eye for trees far off. What are those? Every time, oh, here we go. Yes, here we go. So this is what, these are the types of trees that can host resin. So I am going to be searching these trees, pruning them to reveal if it has any, like, hidden resin blocks, and hopefully we'll be able to leave this area. Oh, ebony, too. Hot damn. Ebony's pretty cool because it's like a hardwood. Doesn't do anything special, it's just neat. So if you see any of the yellow stuff on the trees, just let me know. And it doesn't hurt the tree to, like, remove leaves and sticks. It's lobster? Huh, that's edible. Lobster mushrooms. I've never heard of those. Come on. Where the hell's my resin? How many lets you make the best shields? I think the best shields, you know, I should have, well, no, they could never be resin trees. The best shields are just like straight metal shields. But yeah, if you're using wood, sure. I'd have to look that up though. God, I'm really not seeing resin on these trees anywhere. All of this searching and hunting and nothing. If you're wondering, it would look like this. I wonder if I can see a resin on the tree. Yeah, it would look like that. It would be leaky with sap or resin. Visibly noticeable. That's seawater. Now there is mods, if the hunt for resin frustrates you, there's mods that allow you to tap a tree. I believe. I've seen them before, I've never used one, but a reasonable alternative. I mean, I think that's a scalable method to get resin. And because it requires metal to tap, you know, it's not cheap. Would not consider it a cheat. Oh, I got hyena in the area. Good to know. Yeah, I don't fully understand how not a single one of these are resin trees. Like, this is maddening. And those hyena seem to be moving towards me. I don't like that. Does anyone know if the automap markers tags I think I have to punch the resin spot, correct? Not just like the tree itself. So that would be that'd be cool. Automap marker just like allows you to punch the tree to tell. Yeah, there is also mods that allow you to make resin. I think I had mentioned this before in previous series, that in my opinion, oh man, these hyenas really are hunting me. In my opinion, it would make a lot of sense to allow you to make like bone-based glues as a alternative to resin, because like that's what we used to do, like boiling bones down and mixing it with like flour, or I don't know. I've never made glue from scratch, but you know, something along those lines. All right, unfortunately, I'm running out of daylight. It's going to be really hard to hunt for the resin in the dark. And I may have missed some here. How far am I from home? Oh, you know what? I'm really not that... I'm not that far. I'm just up the coast. One thing I could do is turn in for the night and do the rest of the metalworking that I need to make the butchery table, and then come back tomorrow with the shears before I turn it into the butchery table, and shear the trees, because shearing the trees isn't going to remove the resin, but it will reveal the resin. So maybe that's what I'll do. Which means right now, I'm way more interested in get the bearded tooth that I find on these things. And just go home and make some... Oh, hello, snake. Make some food. Apparently, as soon as I got one bearded tooth, everything else was the wrong fungus type. Also planting all these berry bushes, too. Actually, I retract that last statement. I'll probably not make food because I have plenty of berries to eat before they spoil. Probably just cache these for later. Isn't bearded tooth poisonous? I don't believe so. Nope, not poisonous. So yeah, that's the game plan. Let's do the rest of the, Oh yes, here we go. Let's do the rest of the, the metalworking, and then come back with shears to try to make the resin finding easier. One way to tell with the automap marker mod is any tree that if I touch the mushroom and it marks on the map, then I know it's not poisonous, because the automap marker doesn't mark poisonous mushrooms. So because these are, you know, marked, I know, without even checking the handbook, that they're edible. Alright, I got 20. That's good for now. Let's head home. I had no idea this whole biome existed so close to my base. That's very handy information to have, that it's just like up the coast. Alright, I'm not marking that stuff. I go. Jeez. I guess that means I picked a good place to live. Wow. That is... Usually when you look into the caves, it's just like a vertical shaft, but that one just like went sideways. Oh god, don't hurt me. Just more or less kicked a boar on the way back to the base. Piggy punt! I invented a new game, guys. You've heard of Poke the Bear, or Poke the Ogre. My new game is called Piggy Punt. where you kick a boar and run. And pray that it doesn't gore you to death. Jump in, cave's fine. Yeah. You know, just break my ankles. Like you do. Whoa, coral. Wow. Just about frickin' stupid me. Well, guys, yep. This is visibility until I get home. Actually, I could swim home. Let me fix this. Yeah. Ah! Oh, that was close. Do not like. Do not like. One second. Fixing the hole. You can't see anything. Problem. By making a fire starter and then lighting all the torches back on. The reason I didn't have a backup torches in my backpack is my backpack's full, so I knew the risk, but I fell in the water anyway. This is relatively simple to be solved. The reason I'm hugging the coast is it's a little bit more terrain traversable, but it does run the risk of dousing the torches. I also know that I'm running like kind of through bear territory on the way back, but the good news is I'm so close to home that if I was to get mauled to death, I'd be able to respawn close. So it wouldn't be terrible, just annoying. What do you do with the corals? I don't know if you can do anything. It's just pretty. I mean, I guess you could, like, try to... I don't know. I don't think you'd do anything with it. Maybe you can make an aquarium with it? I'm not sure. Stop clogging! It's really gonna be a thing, isn't it? Alright, I ought to try to get... Well, you know, maybe what I'll do is I'll put the berry bushes down tomorrow when I can actually see where the hell I'm putting them. Because, like, doing it right now is gonna be relatively pointless. I'll be blind and just, like, wandering around. So here is 2 ingots... And we're going to want to do another pour. So let's get the new pour going. I'm going to go cut down a... What the hell? Oh, wow. It is so hot. The turnips are just like... Not... Forget it. I'm tearing them up. So I think what's happening here is because there isn't like an adequate water flow all the way through this furrow, it's getting clogged halfway through. I'll probably have to figure out why that is happening, but whatever. Alright. Seeds. I am going to choose to plant... Forget the turnips. I'm throwing the seeds away. They're worthless to me. I'll plant rice. And then flax. Cool. So every single plot is full now, and I have 7 seeds left. I need an anti-greenhouse? Well, like a blue house? I mean, I know what you mean. It's just like, what do you even call that? Alright, if we want to get the burn going, I need some wood. So let's go after one of those fern trees. Oh, that'll work. Not a lot of firewood. Wow, that was worthless. I'll just keep going. Oh, this is purple heart. I'm not going to be able to cut that down. I'm glad I realized it wasn't... I would need a better tool for that. Yeah, it should be enough. Ooh, that did not yield a lot of firewood. I know, given the amount of charcoal I have left, I am due for more charcoal making at some point, but we can probably put that off for a little bit longer. I have a pretty good amount of flax fibers. I'm actually pretty pleased by the amount of flax fibers we're sporting. Alright, we'll keep eating the berries for now, for nutrition. So, just to get you up to speed, I am currently working on making the required bronze tools in order to make a butchery table, which is the shears, the knife, and the cleaver. So... let's get that going. One, two, three, four. That should be enough. I really don't have a lot of coal left. So that's on the short list of things to do. I wonder if water keeps better in the cellar. If it, like, follows the same rules. I'm not sure. Guess we'll find out here in a second. You would assume water follows cellar rules? I mean, I would assume too, but... trust but verify, right? Alright, there we go. It's boiled. So out here, it's good for... it's too hot. It hasn't recalculated, so I'll let it recalculate. Alright, tongs. And hammer. Let's go ahead and fix our hammer rather than destroy it. So it needs... oh, you know what? I didn't go about doing this right because I didn't heat up material for it. Extra material to add because this isn't hot. So it would be added. Yeah, I would need to heat up these in a crucible. So I'll fix this later and focus on the recast molds. I'll just put this in a basket. Totally not flammable, right? Need to stop doing that. Okay. These ingots are going to get heated up and turned into a cleaver and a knife. Rice is dying to high temps too? Really? Heat resistant until 46C? No, that's a bug. It's 29C. What the hell? You're not dying due to high temps. You're just simply lying to me. And you, what? Game. It's heat resistant to 46C. We haven't even gotten close to that. Why are you dying? Why are you getting stunted? You shouldn't be. It's not that hot. It's 29C out. I don't know what's going on. Alright, so this water is still not spoiling. Just isn't. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's 29 in the evening, sure. But it shouldn't be... we didn't hit 46C during the day. That don't make sense at all. So, cleaver time. And as a reminder, this is working towards the butchery table. So in order to get a butchery table, I need a knife, I need a cleaver, and I need shears, and I already have the shears. And then, after knife, cleaver, shears, we'll need wood planks, which I've got, 2 copper plates, which I've got, and then we'll have the butchery table in full. Now, I don't have, like, a butcher building. I kind of want attached or close to this food cellar, but not part of the food cellar as a butchery building. I haven't built that yet. Oh, fine. Come on. Ow! Bad tin. It's still hot. Good enough. Alright, so we got the cleaver. Then this one is going to become the knife. Bronze tin, knife blade. And we should be able to recoup a lot of metal off the knife blade, because knife blades are tiny. So we'll get a lot of nuggets. Usable nuggets, because we have 42 out of 17. So we're going to be splitting a lot. I find it funny that a cleaver doesn't require a handle, but a knife does. Alright, we have all the tools. Before I use up the shears in the process of making the butchery table, because there's no need to have a butchery table before we have the skinning hook, the order of operations and all, I might as well use these shears to try to find resin. But yeah, we have all the ingredients now to make a table. And then the hook is, we have everything but the resin. So we're almost entirely all the way there. So tomorrow I'm going to go back to the acacia tree area and see about shearing them quickly in order to try to find resin, because that's the whole bottleneck. It is 4 in the morning, so we're about to get daybreak. The rice didn't instantly die, which is good. I don't know what's going on with the furrows here. Like, why they're just not working. I'll troubleshoot that in my own time. And then there is one other piece to this puzzle, or this process, which is, we'll want to get the butchery backpack at some point, but that can wait until we get the resin. So I think it's bright enough. I'll put the bowl away. That we'll go back to the acacia tree area and work on getting the resin. With the daylight coming. Oh, wow. Okay. Yep. I think I found a beehive, guys. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story Primitive Survival, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhodamont.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhodamont.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you on next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow survivors.